Hey everyone, welcome to Twin Tuesday. My name is Dana Schmoyer and I am pregnant with twins. I am 14 weeks along right now and just had my first appointment and have been reading up on twins because I finally got my book that I've been meaning to order, and I have some pretty awesome information from this week. I was very excited about my appointment because I really wanted just the affirmation that the babies are doing okay and that there really are two babies in there, because it's kind of like mind-boggling to think that there's two babies, because I've had 4 babies already, but it was all just single pregnancies, and so to go to a twin pregnancy was just a very big surprise. So it was very encouraging to get to hear both of the heartbeats. The doctor found both of them, and then he looked at me and he goes, "Is that a third heartbeat I'm hearing?" And I just looked at him and I was like, "Don't even." He said that has only happened once, only once in his whole entire career has that actually become true. There's only 2 babies in there. And another cool piece of information is the doctor that did my ultrasound, early on ultrasound, I was just reading my book this afternoon, and it said that if you have an early ultrasound, you can tell if you're having identical twins or fraternal twins. And if you don't catch it early on, then you can go through like blood tests or DNA tests after they're born or whatever. But an early ultrasound can tell you if you're having identical or fraternal. And I know I got some flack off of that because I was telling people in the beginning that the ultrasound technician said she was 95% sure that they are identical twins, but the ultrasound was early enough that you can tell if they're identical or fraternal. And my doctor that I just saw said that the doctor that did my ultrasound is the one that trained all the doctors at the hospital that I'll be delivering at. So that was really assuring that the person that did my ultrasound knows her stuff and is very educated in that and has also educated other people in it. So identical twins, we're going to have 2 boys or 2 girls, and part of me's like holding off and like, well, maybe there's still that 5% chance that they can be fraternal and I can have a boy and a girl, but it'll be fun to be able to have 2 to be able to dress up identically, or different colors or whatever. I don't know. It'll be fun either way. I heard both of the strong heartbeats. One was in the 150s, one was in the 140s, and I have a ultrasound scheduled for like right before Vlogger Fair. And I'm going in a couple days to go see the OBGYN nurse. I'm going to ask her if that they can go ahead and do the anatomy scan with my ultrasound that I'm going to have in a month, because right now it's only set up to do a growth scan, and I'm like, that's like 2 weeks away from when you normally can find out what you're having. So I'm going to ask if she can go ahead and group that together since we're doing self-pay, and say, like, let's just make it cheaper instead of having to do an ultrasound every single month, which is what the doctor said. Let's see if we can stretch it to every 6 weeks. I don't have to have as many. I don't know. I'll just talk to her about all that stuff now that I've like been thinking since my appointment. Because this was my first appointment that I had, the doctor was talking to me about like the procedure of like what happens when there's twins and what's to expect going to the appointments and everything. After this next appointment, I'm going to start going to the high risk doctor that they have, which I don't know, like, it's not high risk, but just because it's twins, they're going to go ahead and just give me to somebody that deals with high-risk pregnancies a little bit more, which I'm kind of okay with, because then that means that I'll be seeing one doctor through the whole pregnancy instead of 8 different doctors like you would normally have with a single pregnancy. The other thing that he talked about was labor and delivery, and he said that if both of the twins are head down by week 38, then they like to induce. I'm not excited about that idea, because just I've never had to be induced. I don't want to be induced. I've heard that it makes labor a lot harder, but the chance of me going all the way up to 38 weeks, I don't know. Like, I don't think a whole lot of people make it to 38 weeks, although I have been talking to a few people recently who have gone to almost 40 weeks or definitely made it to that 38-week mark. So we'll see what happens when we get a little bit closer. I might not even make it there and really have the choice. The other thing that he said is they do a C-section if both the babies are not head down. So I even asked, I was like, but even if just one of them's head down, like, you don't wait and see if the other one will flip to be able to come out? And it really came down to, we were just talking, I was like, I guess you don't really want to have a vaginal birth and then have to go have a C-section, and then you're having to heal from both of those. That just sounds miserable to do. But So we'll see, and I'm already praying that both of these babies will be head down when the time comes, and we'll be able to just have a healthy vaginal birth. Last week I also mentioned that I had thought that I felt the babies move, and after this last week, I'm definitely sure I did feel the babies move, and I talked to a friend that said that she definitely started feeling her twins move when they were at 13 weeks, and it's been fun. I really still have to focus on, like, on their movements, but it's really fun being able to feel them move around, and they are starting to get more active with them growing, and it's just been a lot of fun. I've probably felt them move almost once a day, so it's pretty exciting. I have also started showing. I have a little belly bump, baby bump, and they're starting to stick out there. There's no more like sucking it in anymore and trying to hide my little fluff, because at this point it's still early enough where people are like, I don't know if she really is pregnant. I'm not going to say anything because that's like the awkward size that she's at right now, and I'm sure I'll get huge soon enough where people can obviously tell that I'm pregnant. My doctor also said that with being 14 weeks right now, I should be feeling like I'm about 20 weeks along because there's twins in there. And then I was reading in the book that around 24 weeks, I should be feeling like I'm 32 weeks pregnant. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm definitely going to be feeling overdue by the end of this pregnancy. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can follow me in this twin pregnancy. I am very excited to be able to experience the difference between my singleton births that I have had before and now a twin pregnancy. So I'm pretty excited to feel the differences and everything of what's going to happen with this. So subscribe if you haven't already, and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. And I will see you tomorrow for my just Wednesdays when I get to tell you guys what God's been doing in my life and what I'm learning. And yeah, so see you tomorrow or see you next week for the next Twin Tuesday. Bye.